You are watching Wise Tech Engineering YouTube channel by Mohammad Abdul Mehboob, and today I am going to explain you projection of isometric projection of one of this problem. So please watch this video till the end, then only you will come to understand and also practice by yourself. And this isometric projection problem is applicable to diploma, ITI and engineering students, and this problem is of 10 to 15 marks. So watch this video till the end and also watch my videos till the end, and please press my YouTube channel bell icon to get you the more notification, and also share, like and subscribe my channel. And this is the question: a hexagonal prism of base edge 30 mm and axis height 70 mm rests with its base on HP such that one of its rectangular lateral faces is parallel to VP. Draw the isometric projection of the prism. So what is isometric projection? Isometric projection is you have to draw with the scale, isometric scale. Okay, if isometric view he says means draw the isometric view, means without scale we have to draw. So in this question I am doing isometric projection of the hexagonal prism. So first you have to draw, for the isometric projection first you have to draw a scale. How to draw a scale? Take a line like this, convenient line, and with the angle of 30 degree and 45 degree you have to draw a line. 30 degree from here to here, 30 degree and 45 degree. Okay, from there with that end draw a line like this and like this. Okay, this is isometric scale. Okay, this angle is 30 degree and this angle is 45 degree, and this isometric scale you have to draw when in the question he said you isometric projection. Okay, so this is the isometric scale you have to do. With this scale you have to draw your hexagonal prism with this isometric scale only, and this line, this scale is main scale. Okay, and on this you have to take a 1 centimeter distance like this. Okay, and how much you took exactly to this line? You have to draw a horizontal line like this between these two scales. Means this is the 10 mm, 20 mm, 30 mm, 40, 50, 60, 70 in the main scale. But for the isometric scale you have to measure and draw with the isometric scale all the figures, orthographic figure and isometric figure. Now I am drawing an orthographic figure according to the question. First you have to draw an XY line like this. Then for the hexagonal prism in the question, hexagonal prism of base edge 30 mm means a hexagon is having 30 mm side and axis height 70 mm means prism is having 70 mm axis side. Rest with its base on HP means your hexagon is resting on corner, means on corner it is resting. So how to draw with the isometric scale with the 30 mm? In the question he said you a 30 mm, but isometric projection we have to draw with the isometric scale. So for the 30 means this line measurement we have to measure according to the 30 dimensions, and you have to draw a hexagon. By circle I am drawing the hexagon. By circle, first I will make a circle like this, then with this center circumference of the circle I will take a line on the circle like this, and that dimension you have taken in the on the divider, the circle you have drawn from there, that dimension only on the divider you have to take the arcs like this, one by one on the circle. Okay, then after this arcs you have to join with the lines like this to draw a hexagon. Okay, and your hexagon is drawn. The difference between isometric projection and isometric view is that in isometric projection you have to draw with the scale, and if isometric view is said, means according to the dimension only you have to draw, means without isometric scale you have to draw with the same dimensions given in the question. So hexagon is drawn with the isometric scale. Then after you have to label this. This is the center of the hexagon O1, and here a prism is there. So labeling you have to do as double labeling A1, B B1, C C1, D D1, E E1, F F1 like this. Then after we have to project the line from this each point till XY line like this. From O also, and from E to C and E and D. The remaining line you are getting, that is the base of the prism. You have to dark it this one. Now axis height is 70 mm in the question, but according to isometric scale you have to adjust. According to 70 mm on the isometric scale you have to adjust the divider 70 mm like this. Okay, then draw an axis line like here, convenient axis line, how much you want to take, that much. Okay, then the measurement of this axis you have measured, keep it on that and put an arc like this, means axis height you have removed. Then after draw from here the lateral surface of the edges or lateral edges of the prism till that height. So till that height I have drawn the prism like this. Then remaining axis line you have adjusted, you can rub it, and this is the prism, hexagonal prism. Now you have to label this prism also. This A, B, C, D, E, F and O you have to see from downwards and label upwards. How means I am going to explain you. If A is visible from downwards, means this A is visible, so going up write it as A dash, and B is also visible from downwards, so B is visible means write it as B dash. C is also visible from downwards, means write it as C dash. D is also visible from downwards, so write it as D dash. E is not visible from here, so that means that E is back of these points, so it is invisible. For the invisibility you have to write it in bracket E dash. And F is also not visible, it is invisible, so same in bracket F dash, and remaining O as O dash. And this A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1 you have to label here. Same process as done for these points, means A is visible from the downwards, A1, so write it as A1 dash. B1 is also visible, write it as B1 dash. C1 is also visible from downwards, write it as C1 dash. D1 is also visible from downwards, write it as D1 dash. Then E1 is not visible from here, it is invisible, so write it in bracket E1 dash. F1 is also not visible, write it in bracket F1 dash. And for O1, write it as O1 dash. And show the dimensions as given in the question. From here the prism axis height is 70 mm, so show it as 70 only. Okay, and for the hexagon you are having 30 mm side, so any one of this side you can show taking the extension line from this side and dimensioning line like this and show the 30 mm. This is a 30 mm and this is the orthographic view. This front view and top view of the hexagonal prism is orthographic view. You have drawn according to the isometric scale. Okay, as said in the isometric, draw the isometric projection of the prism. Okay. Then after, to draw the isometric projection of this hexagonal prism, take a line, put a dot here. Okay. Then after, keep your protractor like this and measure the angle 30 degree from here and from here 30 degree. And draw a line from that point, 30 degree angle lines. Like this, from here and from here also. Okay, convenient length, how much line you want to take, you can take. Then show the angle you have drawn 30 degree from here and 30 degree from here. Then after, you have to in the top view, you are having this hexagon, you have to take in the bracket to understand, to make you understand. I am going to explain you this. So how to do this isometric projection. I am taking this hexagon in a box like this. Okay, this box I will label this end as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this 1, 2 numbering I will copy and label, copy and do here from 1 to this, on this line 1 to 2 I have done. When this one is 1 and this one is 2, and from 2 to, this height is from 1 to 4 I will measure, and from here I will copy this. Means this is the 1 and this will be the 4. Okay, then I have to create a rhombus according to this angle. Means from here I will adjust my mini drafter, and from that another point I have to draw a line like this and adjusting this angle line, and from that point where these two lines are meeting, that point is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have created according to that square rhombus. Okay, then after on 1 and 2 we are having this BC point. Okay, BC points. So I have to measure this point and level it. From 1, this B I have measured on the divider, and on this I have adjusted and label it as B. And from 1 to C I have measured this distance, and from keeping on 1 only I have put a dot, arc, that point is C. From 1 to 2 points are there, so from 1 to 2 points I have labeled, and then 2 to 3 only D is there. So I will measure this till this D from 2, and keeping on 2 only you have to adjust and draw. and this point is as B. And same process of upward also from 3 to 4 F. When keeping on 4 and measuring F means on 4 only I am measuring, and this point is F. And another E is also there, so adjusting and measuring F. That point is E, and this point is E. And 1 to A I will measure. Hexagons, all points we have to measure and do. From 1 to 4 it is A is there. So from 1 to 4 we have to adjust and do an arc like this, and this point will be A. Okay. Then after you have to draw these lines. You have to, from hexagon you have to draw. A to B is visible from front, means we are the observers. See, if we see this A to B, it is visible, and B to C is also visible. You have to do it as dark. C to D is somewhat backwards, means the C to D line is backside, so it is invisible. For the invisibility, line should be dot dot like this. From D to E is also not visible, it is backside, so we have to do it dot dot. Then E to F is on boundary, means this is the boundary line, you have to do it as dark. Then A to F is from the front, if you see, means we are the observers, means from A to F it is visible, so we have done dark. Then from any 2 points you have to draw a line from here to remove the center point of this hexagon. Any 2, mean this is the center point, mean this point is O, and from this O or this points we are having the axis height how much? 70 mm, means according to this asymmetric length only we have to take. So how much is the asymmetric length? Measured the length of this line is having our line 5.6 I am getting, so each height will be of 5.6. From A I am drawing, it is dark because from the front this edge is visible, so I am drawing dark, and this will be A dash. And from B it is also front it is visible, so I am drawing it dark only. How much? 5.6. Straight we have to draw. It is visible, so I am doing dark, and this point is B. And from C, it is also visible from front. When you see, we are the observers, if you see this line, it is also visible. So, do it as dark. Axis height having 5.6. And this line is backside, means D to D. It is backside, it is invisible, so we have to draw dot dot like this. And this E to E also, it is invisible, it is backside, so draw it as dot dot line only. And this F to A is visible, so you have to draw it as, from the front it is visible this edge, so draw it as dark, 5.6 height, and this point is E dash and this point is F dash. All hexagon points you have removed. If you see this hexagon from the front, it is all visible, so you have to do it as dark, this hexagon. A to B, B to C, C dash, C to B to C, C to D, D to E. E I have taken maximum, I think so. This line I have done somewhat 4 point like this. So 5.6 means till here it is D dash. So I will rub it. This one is D dash. Then join C dash to D dash, D dash to E dash, E dash to F dash, F dash to A dash, like this. And you have to remove the axis line, or you can take the axis side 5.6 from here, straight line 5.6 here, and this will be the O1. So from here I am drawing an axis line. Axis line will be like this. So this is the axis line, and this is the complete solution of the hexagonal prism. And also you have to show the dimensions, means from this edge is axis side is having 70 mm. I have already taken an extension line, and from here also I will take an extension line like this. Dimensioning line, arrow marks, and this is of 70 mm. And this one is the isometric projection. And this is the complete solution of this problem. So please guys, if you like my videos, please share, like and subscribe my channel, and also press in my YouTube channel bell icon to get you the more notification. And please watch my videos till the end and also practice by yourself. And please share, like and subscribe my channel, and please comment in my YouTube channel inbox if you like my videos. Thank you.